it out of order. Like, I've been going so hard, and the fact that my business is almost at $1 million in sales, and again, I started my business with no type of following, little to no support, and if I could come this far, what's holding you back, sis? Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all should already know who it is, or you should know who it is, the CEO of iyetasti, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. And if you are not new, welcome back. As you can tell from the title, this video is going to be me talking about how I made over $100,000 selling lashes. So if you want to hear my story, keep on. So if you did not know, I am a US lash wholesaler. I am the CEO of iyetasti, which is a wholesale lash brand. I do wholesale other items, but my main wholesaling business is lashes. I've been wholesaling lashes since 2019, so it's about to be 3 years since I have been a lash wholesaler, okay? So a lot of people, have been coming across my page, so I'm just gonna give y'all a little backstory. So I started my business September 4th of 2019. When I first started my business, I was initially selling lip gloss. I was selling lashes, but it was like in my custom branded packaging. It wasn't wholesale at the time. I didn't start wholesaling lashes till a month later. So I started my business September, October, November was when I actually decided to start wholesaling in 2019. So I started my business. I posted on Facebook. When I posted on Facebook, that I started my business on September 4th. Little to no support from anyone. I could count on my hands, how many people that I know personally that actually even liked the post. A lot of people that liked the post are strangers that I met on the internet via Facebook groups back when I was doing hair. So I started my business, little to no support. It was very discouraging because, when you start a business, initially you would think that, your friends and family would be the ones who are the first to support you. But in my situation, that was not the case. So I quickly, realized that was not my target audience. So my target audience at first was makeup artists. So makeup artist is who was mainly shopping with me. So I promoted my business by posting in Facebook groups, etc. And if you have not purchased the social media handbook ebook, be sure to check that out. I have plenty of ebooks on my website where I go more in depth of all the tips and stuff that I've used throughout all platforms when it comes to growing my business to the brand that it is now. But when I did hit 6 figures, that was due to mainly Instagram and a little bit of Facebook. So I gained a lot of, sales from posting in different makeup Facebook groups. I also would do little promotions, which I also discussed in other videos, where I would offer a free lash in exchange, like you just pay for shipping in exchange for a tag, a makeup look, whatever post with the lashes. So I was really experimenting because I didn't really know anything about business. I didn't know anything. At the time I started my business, I did not know a thing about business. I knew nothing about being a business owner. I didn't know anybody personally that was a business owner. I did watch, a few people on YouTube to kind of see how they run their business. But like I tell y'all, no matter how many videos you watch, you have to yourself put in the work. Like, y'all can sit here and watch me all day, listen to me talk, listen to my advice, listen to my tips. But at the end of the day, you have to actually, once you stop watching a video, you have to actually, take action and put in the work and apply yourself. So I applied myself definitely from a lot of tips I learned from other people who were business owners. And then me, myself, I tried a lot of experiments. And honestly, I feel like when it comes to growing your business, like I said in my other video about why you may not be getting sales, business is about being creative and experimenting. One thing that works for one business owner may not work for you. Even if y'all sell the same items, y'all are living 2 different lives. So at the end of the day, just because something works for one person doesn't mean it will work with the other, but you can still take some from it and, turn it into your own spin. And that's what I did. I did a lot of experimenting. I did a lot of trial and error. Some stuff worked, some didn't work. Just like I ran some sales were successful, some sales, I did not get as many orders as I, thought I would, but it was still an experiment. It was still a learning process. So after I started wholesaling, my business really grew tremendously. And honestly, I feel like people don't shop with you unless you give them the opportunity to start a business. So in 2019, like I said, when I started my business, more of the people that were shopping with me were makeup artists who do makeup. They didn't really care, to have their own lash brand. They just do makeup content, etc. But what I noticed was, as soon as I started wholesaling, the same people who never ever shopped with me, they were reaching out and starting to shop with me since, I was wholesaling. So when I'm wholesaling, I'm now giving you an opportunity to start your business. So my business definitely started growing a lot on Facebook due to Facebook groups. People would add me as a friend when they would see my posts and stuff. So when I started posting wholesale, I got a lot of wholesale customers via Facebook. And one thing I can say I did a lot was I took pictures of everything. Everything is content. When I got my wholesale orders, I took pictures, I posted orders going out. It's so many, you have to let people know that you're working. And there's so many businesses out here, they don't post nothing. I know that they're busy, but they don't post it. And to me, content is everything. Even when I'm on live on TikTok, if y'all follow me when I'm on TikTok live, y'all constantly see me stop what I'm doing and say, okay, y'all, I gotta do a boomerang. I gotta post on my story. So while me being on live, is not an excuse for me posting content. I'm still stopping, taking some content, taking some pictures, taking some boomerang, getting a boomerang of the order slip coming out, to let people know that I'm working. So those are some things that I did as far as to help my business grow, was constantly post the growth as well. So one thing I've always done is posting order pictures. No matter if I had 2 orders, no matter if I had 5, no matter if I had 10, I always posted my order pictures. And I can look back, I never deleted any post off my Instagram. If I scroll all the way back to 2019, I can see the growth from the quality of my pictures to the growth of the orders, to the growth of the amount of orders, as far as orders, the packing out, amount of orders, and as far as the, amount of things being purchased, not just 15 bundles being purchased, 100 lashes being purchased, other items being purchased. So, another thing that I can say that helps me grow my business to where it was at in 9 months, because my business did hit 6 figures in 9 months. By June 8th of 2020, barely a year, almost to a year of my 1-year business anniversary, which was in September, I made over $100,000 in sales on my website, and that was just off of sales. That does not include pop-up events I've done. That doesn't include friend orders, co-worker orders. That was strictly off of online, and pretty much all those orders was to complete strangers, y'all, because at that time I could remember that only 2 people that I knew personally shopped with me. When I hit 100,000 in sales, 6 figures in sales, only 2 people that I know personally shopped with me. And they both were girls that I went to school with when I was in New York. And they were the 2 people that shopped with me. One of them was my first customer, and one of them was my childhood friend that I knew from middle school, high school, etc. So they were the 2 people that I know personally that out of all the orders that I received, they were the only 2 people that I know for a fact shopped with me. As far as my online sales, as far as the online sales. So to me, that's amazing. Coming from someone who started a business and barely getting any support and being able to hit 6 figures in 9 months. Y'all, I know people that they don't even hit. I've known people that they've been in business longer than me and they still haven't even hit 6 figures. And I was able to start a business out of nowhere with no type of experience. And I can hit it. And that's why I tell people, if I can do it, you can do it. There's literally no excuse. And at this time that I hit 6 figures, I was still in school full time. I was still working my full-time job. The pandemic had just gotten serious because I started my business September. The pandemic kind of picked up, I want to say February, March, April-ish of that year, 2020. So I started my business before the pandemic, and it was definitely There was definitely, a lot of changes due to the pandemic, which to this day, us entrepreneurs are still being affected by when it comes to the shipping and stuff like that. Items going up, prices going up. But the pandemic honestly did help my business, because I know during the pandemic, that was what helped boom my business, because once the pandemic hit, of course, we weren't getting things from overseas like that. Everything was kind of like shut down. So I was already stocked up on lashes. And I remember the weekend before, I had told my mom, dang, like, I just bought 2,000 pairs of lashes and nobody's gonna buy them because we're on lockdown. We can't go nowhere. The clubs ain't open. Nothing is open. Nobody's about to be buying lashes. And my mom was like, I mean, lashes don't expire. And y'all, within a week, all those lashes was gone, because I was one of the few people that had lashes, ready to ship. And I'm in the US, so I can get it to you faster versus somebody in China that you have to wait for customs. You have to wait, for them. You can get your stuff way faster because I'm already in the US. And another thing I did want to say is, when I did start wholesaling, I started with less than 100 pairs of lashes. So please don't feel like you have to start big. I literally started with less than 100 lashes because, y'all, my intentions was never to be a wholesaler. I never planned on being a wholesaler. I planned on being a brand, like a brand in Sephora. At the time I started my business, I never had the vision of being a wholesaler. I didn't even know what being a wholesaler was. And I told you, I was pretty much forced into wholesaling, and I'm grateful for it because I love being a wholesaler. I love giving other women the opportunity to start businesses. I literally had a supplier reach out to me, and I took that risk. I spent money, I got 100 lashes, I started selling them, and since I had a lot of lashes with no labels, everybody was like, oh, do you wholesale, do you wholesale? I looked up what wholesaling was, I started wholesale, I made a price list, and boom, we got the start of wholesaling of iyetasti in 2019. So my business, again, like I said, has grown tremendously, and I'm so grateful. I love being a wholesaler. As much as I have to deal with a lot of rude business owners sometimes, I love the fact that I'm giving women the opportunities to start businesses, whether it's a side hustle or whether they're turning their business into a brand. I supply so many businesses. I have so many customers, and I just love, it's such a passion to me, and I just love it. I just love wholesaling. I love it. I know a lot of people, they do wholesale and they be like, oh, I can't do it. Because, y'all, wholesaling is a lot. That's another thing. Wholesaling requires so much money. And I'm not a wholesaler out here that drop ships or pre-order. I legit have my inventory on hand. So it's a lot of investment, because before I sell these things to y'all, I have to purchase it. So if I buy, 10,000 lashes, do you know how much 10,000 lashes is costing me? Definitely over $10,000. So it's definitely a big investment. I have over 30 lash options. So if you are interested in starting a lash business and this is the first time you're coming across my video, you are in luck, because I have over 30,000. Now I said 30,000. I have over 30 options available. I wholesale, I retail. Every lash on my website is available for wholesale. Just make sure you read the description boxes when it comes to the wholesale. I sell other things as well, so be sure to check my website out. Be sure to follow my business page and my personal page. And yeah, so I just wanted to do this video to talk about, like I said, how I was able to make $100,000 off of lashes in just 9 months. It definitely was not an easy journey, because again, I had no type of, business experience or anything like that. And I'm going to talk about, the things that I did. Consistency is definitely key, and I know y'all are probably sick of that word, but y'all, I legit posted 3 times a day, every single day. I had alarm clocks in my phone for either 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and sometime at night. I would post every day. If I was at work, I would post real quick and get off my phone. I posted every single day on Instagram. I used a lot of hashtags. Instagram allows you to use 30 hashtags. If you're not using hashtags, definitely use hashtags. Another thing that I did, like I said, promoting in Facebook groups. And now, y'all, I was talking with my friend, y'all have so many resources out here today. Me and my friend that both our businesses hit 6 figures, Pretty Girl Bangles, within a year, y'all, that was mainly off of Instagram for us. We didn't have reels in 2019. We didn't have reels. TikTok wasn't out at the time we started our business. So nowadays there are so many resources out here for people to make money. It's no excuse. I made $100,000 in sales with majorities from strangers. Only 2 people that I know was in that, in those numbers, and that was mainly from Instagram and Facebook. Now I have TikTok. Now I have a growing YouTube channel. It's no excuse. Like TikTok, I've been able to grow, like I said in my ebook, I'm at 30,000 followers and by the time this video goes up, of course, hopefully I'll be at more, but I was just at 2,000-3,000 followers in November. If you've been watching my YouTube channel back in November, watch my videos from when I just moved. I was literally like, y'all, I feel like customers are only shopping because of sales. I have so many wholesale customers. I want more retail customers. I literally was real life talking to y'all about stuff I was working towards and trying to accomplish. And here we are, 28,000 followers later, and just from November to now in May. So it's definitely possible, okay? But you also have to put in the work. You also have to put out quality content. It's a lot of businesses that I see that they are consistent, but they're not putting out quality work. When you want people to buy your products, it has to be your best work. That has to be your best picture. If you're selling skincare, if you're selling things that people are putting on their body, it has to be your best work. It has to look appetizing. It has to look like, ooh, I want that. It has to be satisfying. And nowadays, I feel like people are everybody wants to start a business. People are not being consistent. If they are being consistent, they're not putting out quality content. They're not being creative. They're just copying off what the next person is doing. Copy. No type of original. Like, they're not being original at all. And people can see that. You know how many times people send me things of saying that somebody's copying me? Because somebody can tell when, even if you feel like somebody might not know, people know when you're copying off of someone else. Even when it comes to the business name, if your business name, if your logo looks like somebody else, somebody's gonna say something. They're gonna be like, this looks like this, and that. You reminded me of this, and that. But when you see iyetasti, I don't need you to see anything on iyetasti's page that will make you say, ooh, this reminds me of this person, or ooh, I saw this on this person's page. Absolutely not. And you know what, y'all? I don't even be on social media like that. I literally post and get off. I don't even be on social media the way I used to be. Even when it comes to my personal page, I'll share stuff. I'll share some quotes, when I take a full, like a 30-minute break or something. If y'all follow my personal page, pin down below in the comments, in the description box. I don't post like that because I'm busy. Like, I have so many goals I'm trying to reach, y'all. I am in grind. Like I told y'all in the other video, I am in grind mode. I am in focus mode, and I don't need nothing that's gonna shift my focus. So nowadays, I don't even be on social media like that. So it's nobody for me to copy. When y'all, at nighttime, sometimes I'll be up to like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'll sit here and plan out all this content. So I'll think about what I want to post on my Instagram page. If it's, lash swatch pictures, I'll edit them, watermark them, think of my captions, everything saved in the drafts, ready to go. And that's also what I used to do when I worked my full-time job, because like I said, at the time, I didn't quit my job till about a month and a half ago. When I hit 6 figures, I was still working my job, and I continued to work my job for the next 2 years, which is now, fast forward now. So I understand if you work a job, but again, it's no excuses, because I was working a full-time job and going to school, and I was able to get things done. Of course, my situation was different as far as like money-wise, because I was staying with my parents at the time, so I wasn't, paying rent. My parents didn't charge me rent, so, but that's finances. We're not discussing finances. We're talking as far as consistency and quality content. I've told y'all in videos before, I would spend my off days working on content. So now sometimes I'll do it the night before, like spend 2 to 3 nights doing it. Because I'm usually on live all day. I literally sit down and I, like, on my off day, I'll take pictures and videos of a whole bunch of content I want to post. So that way, even when I'm at work, I'm posting boomerangs all day, videos all day, pictures all day, and people did not know I worked the job for the longest because I post as if I'm at home. I was posting as if I was right there with the inventory, which I was just, 30 minutes, 10, 15 minutes away. But I posted as if, I was at home. So posting is very important, you guys. Showing the proof quality content is very important. Y'all know I stay putting out quality content. People tell me all the time they love my reels, I put out quality content. I like to be creative. I like to do things. I love to be a trendsetter, which I clearly am, because people copy off anything. A lot of things I do on Instagram, like I seen a post today when you see your, what was the quote, y'all? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, because I even forgot what the quote said. I'm about to pull it up for y'all right now. Where is it at? I see my influence whether I get the credit or not. So whether they credit me or not, I see the tasty influence everywhere. Not everywhere, but y'all get what I'm saying. I see the tasty influence, okay? And I mean, I'm not mad. I mean, sometimes it's annoying, like I said, when people send you stuff like this person is copying you and da-da-da-da-da. But at least I know you watching me. Because it's times people say that I'm such an inspiration and stuff, and they're not following me. So that means you still watching me. So I can't be mad at that. I know y'all are watching. I know y'all are watching. So and that's also why I tell people don't speak on your goals and stuff like that, because you don't know who's watching you. Because not everybody that's watching you has good intentions for you. Because even on YouTube, like people always say, you have three types of people that are watching you. The people that support you, the people that are just watching you, and the people that are haters and don't want to see you do well. So even when I post these YouTube videos, there's people that's watching me that, genuinely love me, are subscribed to my channel. Then they have the people that are not subscribed, that are just watching for whatever reason. Maybe they came across the video. And then you got the haters, the lurkers, that they watching just to, see what I got going on, what I got going on next, what I'm talking about, follow some things I say, but they don't want to subscribe, but they keep watching. So, hey, but that pretty much sums up this video. Like I said, y'all, consistency, quality content, staying motivated when it gets discouraging. Like a lot of things, one of the things that I did to keep myself motivated was I would follow a lot of motivational quote pages, like boss related quotes, and I would screenshot them, look at them every day, to remind myself to keep pushing, because being a business owner is a lot. It does get discouraging, and it's not easy either, but at the end of the day, you gotta want it that bad. If you know you want a six-figure business, if you know you want to accumulate all these sales, get all these customers, you have to work to get to that point, because customers do not just come rolling in out of nowhere. What's going to make a random person see your brand and want to shop with you, want to spend their hard-earned money with you? You have to think about all these things, think about how to be creative, how to, do different things. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little inspirational, motivational video. Be sure to check out my other videos if you want to know more in depth on how I, like, the tips that I use, because like I said, I did hit six figures before I was on TikTok and YouTube. Because my YouTube channel, I started my YouTube channel the same year I hit six figures, but at the time I hit six figures, I probably was only like 2-3 months into my YouTube journey. So YouTube didn't really help. Maybe I would have gotten a few orders, but YouTube didn't really help as far as me hitting six figures. That was mainly Instagram and Facebook. But then again, Instagram is not the same Instagram it used to be. It's so much more competition out here. At the time I started my business, it was not that many small businesses. A lot of people started small businesses after the pandemic, during the pandemic. So it's way more competition. Instagram from 2019 is not the same Instagram 3 years later. So it's definitely more competition, but just because it's a lot of competition does not mean that you cannot be successful. Does not mean that you cannot grow your business. So what you gonna do to stand out? You gotta ask yourself these questions, see what you can do, put in the work, and the results will roll in. So be sure to check out my social media ebook handbook on how I was able to grow off of all the other platforms that I use, because my business, I hit 6 figures in 2020. It's now 2022 and my business is almost at $1 million. So I'm super excited about that, y'all. I mean, I know I might not seem excited, but I'm trying not to start crying. But you know, when I look back at my life, y'all, I feel like this video is already more than 20 minutes. But it's like, wow, like my life really changed. Even if you just recently followed me, you're still seeing the growth in me and in my business. Like, I never stopped. I never took a break. I never did anything. I've been going hardcore since 2019. I did, you know, take some break days in 2019, maybe 1 or 2 days when I didn't get sales. But since then, I haven't went a day without an order. Like, I've been going so hard, and the fact that my business is almost at $1 million in sales, and again, I started my business with no type of following, little to no support, and if I could come this far, what's holding you back, sis? I'll wait. Okay, so stay tuned for more content that I have coming on this channel, y'all. I got so much content coming. I'm actually about to record my text marketing ebook course. It's a video course, not an ebook, where I'm going to show you guys and talk about the apps that I use, how I use them, what I do, etc., etc. Show y'all my receipts. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.